And regarding other similarities, sister, there are other similarities. There are various other forms of worship in Hinduism. One form of worship is known as Shashtang. Shashtang from Sha, Asht means 8, and Ang means part of the body. 8 part of the body. One type of worship in Hinduism is 8 part of the body, touching 8 part of the body. The best way you can do is like we Muslims do the sujood in Salah, touching our forehead, our nose, our 2 hands, 2 knees and 2 feet, Shashtang, 8 parts of the body. Forehead, nose, 2 hands, 2 knees and 2 feet. And sujood is the best part of the Salah. It is mentioned in several places in the Quran. And furthermore, regarding Makkah, the mention of Makkah is even there in the Hindu scriptures. The word mentioned for Makkah in Hinduism is Ilai Spad. Ila, as I said, is God, and Spad means place. So Ilai Spad is one of the place of Tirtha, place of pilgrimage, which is mentioned in Rig Veda, book number 3, hymn number 29, verse number 4. Ilai Spad, in the Sanskrit dictionary, Ilai Spad is place of God, house of God. It's a place of Tirtha, place of pilgrimage. Same thing as mentioned in the Quran in Surah Al-Imran chapter 3, verse 96. The first place for worship was Bakka, with another name for Makkah. So Makkah is even mentioned in the Hindu scriptures. And it says that this Ilaspad will be in the Naba Prithvi, means the center of the earth. As I told you, Kaaba is in the center of the earth. And furthermore, the few verses later, Rig Veda, book number 3, hymn number 29, verse number 11 says, it talks about Narashanksa, the prophet who is called the praiseworthy. So because this prophet is also mentioned along with Ilaspad, it's very clear cut that one of the places that the Hindus should go for pilgrimage is the Makkah. Hope that answers the question.
Namaste to all. In the past, I have made several videos to prove that Zakir Naik is a liar. He does not have any knowledge about Vedas. He has not studied Vedas. He has tried to pick up some words from here and there, some sentences, and then try to prove that Prophet Muhammad is there in Vedas, or Makkah is there in Vedas, Allah name is there in Vedas, etc. Each and every video I have tried to disprove, and you can go to my playlist under Zakir Naik, you can see those videos. And again, this video I saw, this video I did not hear earlier, but then he is mentioning about the place Makkah is mentioned in Rig Veda 3rd Mandal. Again, it's a very wrong translation. The mantra speaks about some different subject. So he speaks about 4-5 things. Number one is he speaks about Shashtang Pranam. The one of the worship he says in Hinduism is Shashtang Pranam, and he is comparing with what is followed by the Muslims or what is mentioned by the Quran. First of all, we have to understand that Shashtang Pranam is applicable in the Vedic Sanatan Dharma for Acharyas, for Mata Pita. That is, we do Shashtang Pranam in front of our Acharya, in front of our mother, father or elders, saying that I bow down to you. Because Almighty God is formless, you cannot do Shashtang Pranam to Almighty God. Whereas he speaks about their way of worship, where they worship Almighty God by Shashtang Pranam, which is totally contradicting. Veda speaks about formless Almighty God. God does not have an image. Natasya Pratima Asti. God does not take avatar. God does not have a body. That is what Yajurveda 40/8 says. So Shashtang Pranam is applicable only for elders, is applicable only for Acharyas. That is, we do Shashtang Pranam to Acharyas, mother, father, etc. to get their blessings. In case of Almighty God, God says in Yajurveda, Bhuyishtan te nama uktim videma. The only way where we can do pranam to Almighty God is by praising the Lord by Veda mantras. Uktim means, you would have heard about Sukta, Sri Sukta, Purusha Sukta, etc. etc. Ukti means praising the Almighty God with Veda mantras. That is doing naman, te nama uktim, doing namaskar to Almighty God by Veda mantras. We cannot do namaskar to Almighty God physically because God is formless. So Shashtang Pranam, what he spoke is also a bullshit. The second thing he spoke about was the word Makkah is coming in Rig Veda 3rd Mandal 29th Sukta 4th mantra, where he says that Ilayaspada, the word Ilayaspada is coming in the, it's not actually Pada, it is the mantra. I will just read out to you. He translates that as Makkah, which is totally wrong. The mantra is like this: Om Ilayastava Pade Vayam Naba Prithivya Adi Jata Vedoni Dhimahe Havyaya Vodhave. This mantra very clearly says that if you want to become Dhanwan. That means if somebody wants to earn a lot of money, then that guy is an intelligent guy who creates vehicle for space travel, who does experiments on the Agni for space travel. The mantra says that by using the Agni, that is intelligent people, what they will do is they will create wonderful vehicles, and that vehicle will be operated by Agni, by the power of fire, and that vehicle will go up to the space. So by manufacturing this kind of vehicle, you can become rich. This is what Almighty God is giving an idea in this mantra. This mantra does not speak about Makkah. And secondly, he says that Makkah is the center of the earth. This clearly proves that Quran speaks about a flat earth. See, understand, earth is a spherical object. It's a mere spherical object. It is flattened at the ends, but we can say spherical object. The center of the earth is in the middle of the earth. The core of the earth is called the center of the earth. If we consider the earth as a flat, then there is a center point in the surface. But earth is a globe. There is no center point in the surface. You have to spread it out. So there is no center point that Makkah is the center point of the earth. One of the Christian brother made a video that the place where Jesus was crucified was the center point of the earth, etc. This is totally wrong. Center point of the earth is always in the core. So God does not, at least in the Vedas, God does not speak about any point that this is the center point of the earth, here only I will give knowledge, etc. That is not the way Almighty God has told in the Vedas. So center point of the earth, if Zakir Naik says that Quran speaks about Makkah as the center point of the earth, that means Quran speaks about a flat earth theory. This is what I am inferring from Zakir Naik. Whereas this mantra of Vedas very clearly says that if you want to earn money, if you want to become rich, you try to build vehicles that will use the energy of the fire to go to the space. Today also we are seeing so many companies, NASA or the space organizations in India, SpaceX, etc. They are making a lot of money. They are doing a lot of experiments by sending rockets, etc. So the idea is given by Almighty God in this mantra. So, and also he spoke about Narashansha. I made a separate video, I think 4-minute video on Narashansha, by proving that Narashansha does not mean Prophet Muhammad, because Narashansha actually means 3 people. Narashansha means a rishi. Rishi is a praiseworthy human being amongst all the other human beings, number 1. Number 2, Narashansha means a learned king who is learned of Vedas and who does rule properly as per the Vedic guidance. Number 3, Narashansha also means Almighty God. So these 3 definitions these are the 3 meanings of Narashansha in the Vedas. And Prophet Muhammad does not fit into any of these 3. We cannot say Prophet Muhammad is a rishi, because rishi means mantra drishta iti rishihi, one who has realized Almighty God in samadhi and one who has witnessed the Ved mantras in samadhi. Mantra drishta, one who has seen the Ved mantras in samadhi, is called as rishi. So Prophet Muhammad did not see Ved mantras in samadhi, so he is not Narashansha. And secondly, a learned king who is ruling the country as per Vedas, definitely Prophet Muhammad also does not fit here. And third one, the meaning is Narashansha means one, the Almighty God, who is praiseworthy by all the human beings. And of course Prophet Muhammad cannot be Almighty God. So Narashansha also, Zakir Naik always try to translate as Prophet Muhammad. It is mentioned in Rig Veda. So he says that Rig Veda says go to Makkah, Rig Veda says follow Prophet Muhammad, which is totally against Rig Veda. There is no mention of Prophet Muhammad, there is no mention of Makkah, etc. in the Vedas. And we have to understand that the religion, Islam religion or any other religion for that matter, is man-made. And all the religions take away from Almighty God, takes us away from Almighty God. Only Vedas takes us towards Almighty God, because God says in the Rig Veda, I think in the first mandal, God says that the sunlight, through the sunlight you can know that there is sun. Similarly, through the Vedic knowledge you can know about me. So there is no other way other than Vedas to know Almighty God. So the religions are man-made. We must not follow religions. We must try to take, okay, there are some good things in the religion, we can try to adopt and follow it, but we must always go back to Vedas. We must always adopt Vedas in our life by listening it from an Acharya. Do not read Vedas by books. If you read Vedas by books, then this guy says Ilas Pada, he just translates into Makkah by seeing some dictionary. This is what will happen. We have to listen Vedas from an Acharya who has attained Samadhi. That means an Acharya who is a Rishi, Mantra Drishta iti Rishi, one who has realized Vedas and the meanings of Vedas in Samadhi after intense tapasya. After Janma Janma Tapasya, he has realized Almighty God and Vedas in Samadhi. Only that Acharya we should listen and understand Vedas. Otherwise, this Zakir Naik and all is just a money making machine. He wants to prove everywhere that his religion is existing in Hinduism, etc., which is totally rubbish, totally false. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.